Audio test 1, 2. Audio test 1 and 2. Good afternoon to all my loyal spectators out there, and welcome to Midway University. I am 2002 NFL MVP Rich Gannon, and I am here for another edition of Midway Eagles Live, coming here from the new field turf for today's women's soccer matchup between visiting Asbury and your host Midway Eagles. Asbury coming in with a record of 2-0-1. Midway is 2-1. This is the first time these teams have played in a few years. We'll have some more info on all that, get you starting lineups and build up here in a bit. I'm also pulling some PA duties, so I'm going to have to be tugged away in roughly 90 seconds, but when all that commences, the anthem takes place and all that good stuff, we will have some afternoon soccer here from Midway, Kentucky. The Asbury Eagles and the Midway Eagles squaring off in a non-conference matchup. Thanks for tuning in, and I will return shortly. Hello again. We are ready to roll here as the 3:30 start time approaches here. Asbury Midway, non-conference women's soccer. Asbury coming in record at 2-0-1. 3 games already equaled their win total from last season. Good recipe for success. They have yet to allow a goal this season, surrendering just 5 shots in the process. And also sporting the very definition of a balanced offense. They have 8 goals scored by 8 different people. That's the Asbury side. Midway coming in 2-1 off an 11-day break. They overcame a rough 4-1 loss at Union with a 6-0 act of dominance at Defiance on August 31st, where they held a 35-5 shot advantage. And that got 2 of those goals from Haley Applegate, who used that as a way to secure a River States Conference Player of the Week award. She has 3 goals and assists on the year to lead Midway, with Evie Clare, Lila Kanthacek, and Anna Kniesley all scoring twice for Midway. These 2 teams, in recent years, these old former conference rivals. This rivalry it has been owned by the Asbury Eagles, who are 13-2 all time against Midway. Midway's last win coming October 9th, 2012. It should be noted, though, all those previous meetings, Asbury was a member of the NAIA, and they are currently NCAA Division III. The 3:30 hours here, and we are kicked off and ready to go as that ball will roll back to Midway freshman keeper Ellis Kearns, who does have 2 shutouts in her first 3 collegiate starts. She is supported by a very experienced back line. Midway bringing back Cameron Banfield, Molly Spillman, Holly Johnston, and Madison Harper, who all started every game a season ago. Pushes that one forward. Midway trying to form the first attack of the game. Applegate's got a shot. That ball gets to the feet of Evie Clare, and she pokes it in! A couple of missed hits, but that one eventually got to the feet of Evie Clare, and she taps one in for her 3rd goal of the year. And just like that, 53 seconds in, Midway is leading 1-0. Evie Clare on the goal. Assist by Haley Applegate. Apologies, it looked like did not take the overlay off, so, well, that goal was missed, but Evie Clare with her 3rd goal of the season, Haley Applegate with her 2nd assist. Asbury trying to respond. Midway with a big right hook coming out of the gate. Clear out, and Evie Clare is at it again. Clare and Applegate. A 2-on-2 attack down here. The ball's going to be booted out of play. One of our pregame predictions in the press box was a 1-0 Midway win. I don't know if the projected goal was scheduled to come 53 seconds in, but either way, a fast start. The Eagles, who are 2-1 with a pair of shutout wins this season. As mentioned, that is the first goal allowed all season by Asbury. Who, at least according to the statistics I saw, had just surrendered 5 shots in their first 3 games. Game number 2 being played here on this new turf surface here on the campus of Midway University. Things got kicked off yesterday. The Eagle men fell 4-0 to a very good Georgetown team. Banfield pushes up. Claire, it's a boot on it. That is deflected by Macy Muncie. And back into the goal of senior keeper Malaya Crump, who has not faced a lot of traffic this year, but that ball pushed in. Asbury looking to attack. And a Sparks into the middle, but well defended by Midway, as that'll be a shot in there by Reese Bolton. But it will be easily handled by Ellis Kearns. Shalash pushing forward. Evie Clare. Evie coming out in attack mode here. Hopefully if she scores again, some doofus at the operation table won't put a big graphic in front that nobody sees it. And that ball will roll out of play. Defender Holly Johnston back after missing the Defiance game. Peyton Artery pushes it in, and the spacing looked a bit off, and that ball is going to go out of play. Cameron Banfield with the throw-in for Midway. Almost 7 minutes gone here in the first half. Give and go between Banfield and Clare. The ball will be pushed out of bounds. Ball's going to be out of play. Last meeting between these teams was March 16th, 2021. If you think that seems a peculiar time for a soccer match, generally you'd be correct, but that was the oft-discussed COVID-19 pandemic. But 6 different Asbury players scored for a 7-0 win. And then months later, the purple and black Eagles were a D3 institution. That is a good pursuit back there by Claire. Her and Applegate, the 2 top scorers on this team, being very aggressive early. Applegate, a first-team all-conference player last year. Claire was an honorable mention. She will boot that one down. Too much air. That gets to the keeper. Little under 10 minutes gone here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Johnston. Substitution there recently, miss. Annie Pendergraft, junior defender from Harrodsburg, Kentucky. It's one of 2 home games for the Eagles. The Eagle women this week. They'll be here, and then on Sunday they will host UC Claremont as part of a doubleheader with the men's team, who also faces Kentucky Wesleyan here at home. A busy week of soccer here. Midway University, it's going to be an offsides penalty, or an offsides against Asbury. In the stat category here, as we've now played 13 minutes, just 1 shot apiece for both teams. Midway's was converted, and they hold the lead. You know, these 2 teams were scheduled to play last year, but for reasons that I can't recall off the top of my head, that game was canceled. Tyreek, do you know why that game was canceled? Tyreek, our camera operator, also in the dark. But either way, this is the first meeting since 2021. Ball pushed inside. And but could not be corralled. That was as good an opportunity as Asbury's had so far. Could not get the attack right. As Anna Sparks was in position, the ball went past her extended chest and out of bounds. We lose a ball? Oh, there's one. A lot of people gathering around that slopey hill where we lost one yesterday. I didn't think it was hit powerfully enough to get there, but Eva D'Souza, a freshman from West Chicago, Illinois, checking into the game for the Eagles. The Eagles in black. Good give and go here. Applegate pushes forward to Claire. And back to the middle. Anakin easily pushes the ball over. That's going to be a shot that is going to sail wide. That was Mariana Casey. Had a good look. Pushed it a bit too far to the right. Another effective attack by Midway that's come out aggressive. Worth repeating. Admittedly wasn't against the strongest opponent, but Midway was plus 30 in shots in their last game against Defiance of Ohio. That was 11 days ago. A lengthy break for today's home opener. Going again. Nice pass by Claire, but Applegate is going to be offsides. A little too aggressive. Ball will go back to Asbury. A good opportunity here for Asbury. Sparks. Good pass inside, but that is well defended. So Asbury's had a few chances here. You batted that one away. It's Kylie Hudgens on a really good defensive play there. Yes. This was just shared to me by my PA. Kylie is, I guess you'd say, a legacy. The sister of multi-time national qualifying wrestler Brent Hudgens. That is correct, multiple times. He made nationals a few times, right? I believe he was a two-time qualifier. But you're not here for wrestling factoids. You're here for incisive soccer commentary, and by golly, I'm going to give it to you. Got a stoppage in play. 26-28 to go here in the first half. play and then knocked out of play. A lot of bodies falling to the ground. Ball booted across midfield. Claire and Applegate trying to get that two-player game working again. That will be well defended and knocked out of bounds, but Midway will have a throw-in near the Asbury net. Subbing in Morgan Harper and Lila Kanthachak. Lila scored 2 goals in Midway's season opening 5-0 win against Berea. Midfield, and we could have a one-on-one opportunity going here. Good pass inside and a great save. Couldn't see who that shot was. Have to have her turn and face the camera. But Ellis Kearns right in position to bat that one away. That was number 12, Hannah Muncy. A great pass from Anna Sparks. Really good play in the back end. Keep Midway up 1-0. Asbury nearly took advantage of a turnover at midfield. Oh! Heavy collision. Down goes Banfield. But no call is made. She collided with Anna Sparks. We are past the halfway point here. 22 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first half. Kick coming by Reese Bolton. And that will get to the net and be fielded by Ellis Kearns. It's going to be a foul on Asbury. The ball will be possessed by Midway. 21:04 remaining, half number 1. Harper on the attack. We're trying to put something together. Good defensive play there by Maggie Perry. Claire pushes. Here comes Haley Applegate. That one's going to miss wide. Window of opportunity was shrinking. She pushed it just a bit. And ball go out of play as we are now 20 minutes to go here. This one's leveled out a bit after starting out with an offensive bang by the Eagles. Something going again, but Kearns will track that one down. Looked like a handball, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's late whistle, but accurately called. Claire puts that in. Anna can easily with the attack, and that ball is going to trickle into the net. Anna Kneasley with her third goal of the season. And Evie Claire is going to get an assist on that one. Got the goalkeeper just enough out of position. She was able to tap that one in. And it is now 2-0. Evie Claire with a goal already and now an assist. And let's update that accordingly on our scoreboard on screen. 17:25 remaining here. Let's try it again. That'll be defended and knocked out of play. Midway 2 shots on goal. Both have found their way into the goal. Producing this 2-0 lead. about ball placement from Midway. Not really had a whole lot of oomph on any one of their shots, but each one got where it needed to go. That's going to be offsides, yeah. That's two Asbury players running free, but doing so illegally. We've dropped under 15 minutes to go here. Half number in. Battle for the ball. This is going to be an open look for Asbury, and it's going to be pushed. Hannah Muncie got all by her lonesome in front of the net, but could not quite corral that pass in. And that is a missed opportunity for the visiting Eagles. And a good break for the home team, who maintains their 2-0 lead. Maddie Boneline and Deidre Long getting their first action of the day for Asbury. That's going to be an offside on Asbury, who has had its chances. 12 minutes to play, half number one. And that rustling, a slight wind is ruffling around my many documents. I don't know what that call is. Ball's taken away. Asbury's going to have another opportunity here. Great block. Make out that number. Wait, Jaden Barker? Made back line. Keeping things relatively clear so far. No contact. We're going to get a foul call on Asbury.
That's a foul there, Case.
Good. Back as we have drifted under 10 minutes to play in half number one. Anna Kessinger checking in for the first time today for Midway. Also have a sub from Asbury that we're waiting on. We don't have an optimal angle to catch it, especially not when both teams sub simultaneously. Something I have lobbied for years to make illegal, but my complaints have fallen on deaf ears. Look from far out. That was by... Who that was? I thought it was 25, but I don't see a 25 on the roster. Saved. It was Grace Mattingly on that last shot. An opportunity to strike here, and that's going to be just wide again. It was Maddie Bayline. But a really good look. That is at least the second or third good look Asbury's had, and that was the best of the lot. But she missed it left. Well, Midway's had some good defensive moments. They've also benefited from some mishits as we're going to have a corner kick here. think that's Maddie Bayline, number 21, but I have to contort her body a little bit for me to make out the number. It is Maddie Bayline, and that one caught in a gust, pushed back behind the goal, and another good opportunity comes up empty for Asbury. We have 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Eagles 2, Eagles nothing.
For Midway at the next break, whenever we're allowed to sub, or if we have already subbed, I don't really know. But
A lot of play.
29 for 20. Perfect, thank you. That may be what we put our work study is just over there in their subbing job.
Here comes Asbury again. Ball hit back to the middle of the field, and it's going to, an errant pass is going to roll out of play. It just continues to be the theme of this half. Midway has taken advantage of its opportunities. Asbury has not. 4 minutes to play. Bad pass by Banfield. But a good counter by Kniesley. And I don't think it's foul. She's just tell. I kind of thought maybe, let's see what it is. Asbury player looked like she was reaching for eye. I'm guessing maybe a poking. Crack Midway training staff. Well, to give her a look, 3:36 to play here in the first half. Asbury with a 5-4 shot advantage. But Midway, two of those shots, both of their shots on goal, have gotten to the back of the net. And play will commence. Well, presumably. No, Midway wasn't on the field.
Next sub for Midway will be 7 for 24. It looks like the 29 for 20 did go through. 7 for 24. 7 for 24 will be the next sub, yes. Thank you. The 10 right now.
More subs for Midway. So who do you say came out? Just now.
7 for 24. Sub just went in. 7 for 24 for Midway.
Courtney Hale checking into the game. Just a little over 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. foul around midfield. Two minutes remaining. Asbury around midfield, booted into play. Now there's 90 seconds approaching. Here comes Asbury again. Great play by Kearns. Took the aggressive approach.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute remaining.
To thwart another potential scoring opportunity as we're now less than a minute to go here in half number one. Midway's going to play conservative, just try to keep the ball away from the net. Take this 2-0 lead into the break.
You can just stop recording at halftime. Just make sure you restart it at the same time.
20 seconds to play here. Tracked down on the corner by Muncie.
10, 9, 8,
Yeah, one's
7,
going to ground away.
6, 5,
And
4,
we
3, 2.
are going to
1.
go into the break. Midway holding a 2-0 lead over Asbury. Going to be a mostly silent half as always to not deal with potential copyright strikes from the YouTube folks, but we will have some, say, stat page up on the screen for you shortly. 15-minute break. The Eagles, the home Eagles, leading by 2. 3.5 minutes left on the halftime clock. Midway leading 2-0, as you'll see the stats on the screen. Really maybe a more competitive game than the score would indicate. Shots are very even, but the big difference is Midway was able to convert twice. Asbury had several opportunities, either thwarted by great defensive Midway plays or just self-inflicted errors. Evie Clare got the scoring going 56 seconds in off an assist by Haley Applegate, and then in the 28th minute, Anna Kneasley scored on an assist by Evie Clare. That is the scoring thus far, as we are fast approaching half number 2 here at Midway. To avoid any blunders such as we did blocking the screen in the first half, let's get those stats off the screen between you and me, folks. You've had ample time to study that material. I'm going to go silent again, but we will be back shortly as the second half is mere moments away. The buzzer has sounded. Play is set to commence. Here at Midway, Kentucky. The Eagles will, again, the Midway Eagles. It's never not annoying. The Midway will start with the ball here as the second half commences. We're underway. Half number 2. Applegate with a pop-up. It's going to go out of play. Bit of a hot one down there on that new turf today. A nice reprieve from the heat last week, but back it comes. Another scorcher. Cool.
I took it from an old air conditioning commercial from like 1994.
Doing there. Maggie Higdon looked like she might have had something. That was a slow developing play. Approach again, but that's going to be well defended by Asbury. Infield tries to end. Maggie Sauer gets a head on it. The ball will make its way to Mariana Casey, and the Eagles will harmlessly send the ball out of bounds. Midway with its first real opportunity here, 3 minutes into the second half. So Midway can keep the aggression that suited them well early on, because certainly a long way to go in this one, even with the 2-goal cushion. Down there, Holly Johnston and Emily Carpenter. And Holly looks all right. Was splayed out on the turf for a bit, but up she goes, as we're going to have just our second corner kick of the day, both by Asbury. This one by Eva D'Souza. D'Souza puts a foot on it. And a shot and a redirect. Can't see who that was. It was number 17, Emily Carpenter. Another. It's hard to see where that one. It was initially off the foot of Lauren Davis. There's a wave of bodies. I don't know if that one could have got through, but it got redirected by Carpenter. And now D'Souza with another corner kick. And that one's out of bounds. So Asbury. No, Asbury again. They have had. I sound like a broken record, but some good opportunities that have not been seized. Something Casey on the outside. She's got Maggie Sauer and Haley Applegate. And in the middle, she's going to take a shot herself. It's going to skip in, and it is going to be saved by Malia Crump. Actually, her first save of the afternoon. Midway's 2 other shots on goal got by her. I was repeating, Asbury had not surrendered a goal all season coming into today. So down there, Chloe Kemper getting the second half start. Play by Shalash. Picked the pocket. And tries to get something going to Evie Clare. Evie been the star of this one offensively so far. A goal and an assist. I lied to you earlier. That was not Chloe Kemper. That's Nadia Meeks. From a distance, 20 and 28 are difficult to decipher numbers.
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't foul. My bad.
Mhm. Possession to the Eagles in black. We are roughly 8 minutes in here to the second half. And we're going to get an offsides call to end that Asbury possession. Reiterate a note made earlier. Midway's last win against their old conference foe, October 9th, 2012. They won by the margin of 4-3. A dozen years ago, almost. But this one is not over. A collision. And get Holly Johnston with a foul. Holly down. The clock's going to stop. Maybe some cramping. This is certainly cramp-worthy weather. Her own teammate working her out while trainers make their way to the field. For anyone wondering, that was Nadia Meeks stretching Holly out. Nadia, according to her profile, is a psychology major. So, officially, I don't know her qualifications. I think it's best that Anthony, our trainer, was out there first. But you know what? Everyone here just needs to be willing to lend a helping hand. Ain't that right, Tyreek? You know what I mean. Holly's still down. Boy, this is nothing more than a cramp. Johnston is a key cog in the Midway defense. I said she is one of 4 seniors back this year that started every game last year. She missed the last one.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to send the teams off the field. .35-48 to play. Bringing a cart and a golf cart out. Solly has been down for some time here. This is... Didn't really see... I mean, there was definitely a collision, but... She is getting to her feet. And she will get into a golf cart. Looks to be a right leg injury. There's got to hope for the best here. That's never like to see it. But Ollie will leave the field. And we will have to continue. Not a good sight to see. That's one of your senior captains. She's on the table, walking under her own power, so that's, I mean, you'd think encouraging, but we're going to get a free kick here for Asbury. And it is going to sail out of bounds. Couldn't get the timing.
We did put in 00 for 22.
Thank you.
Jaden Barker has been inserted to the lineup in place of the injured Johnston. We are 10 minutes through this second half. Not been able to put together much offense since their fast start. Ball going to miss wide.
That's a shame. That 14 as well.
Need to make a modification here. It is not the first half, as that says on the scoreboard. Is it, in fact, the second half? Ball will sail down. Haley Applegate will give it a chase. That ball gets away, but it's going to be... Haley was offsides. Looked good, but was not able to in a timely fashion. Go out of bounds. Asbury looked like they might have something there, but as has been the case, did not come together. 32-28 to play here in half number 2. They could have numbers here. Maggie Sauer pushes up to Applegate. A 2 on. Haley sends that one over to Evie Claire, and she just can't get to it. Right idea. Timing just wasn't there as Evie sails that one high and wide to the right. Oh, you saw the wheels turning, and it almost came together, but you just couldn't seal the deal. Ball will go out of bounds to Asbury. Ooh, collision there. Substitution coming in for Asbury. Have to rely on some walkie-talkies because those numbers.
4:20 and 18 going in for Asbury. 4:20 and 18 for 10, 17, and 12.
Thank you.
Your substitutions have Anna Sparks, Peyton Souter, and Peyton Artery in for Asbury.
Midway sub, whenever they are allowed to sub, will be 2 for 33.
Thank you.
Kylie Hudgens is going to be entering the game for Midway at the next opportunity. We got a free kick here. Peyton Souter, who just checked in. Ball is defended well by a pack of Eagles. And that one's going to roll harmlessly. Goal, another free kick. Taken back. Ellis Kearns in goal. 4th career start does
33, 2 for 33 for Midway.
does have 2 shutouts already and has one currently. Apologies if you're firm believers in the announcer jinx, but play at midfield by Barker. Yeah, Casey's got something working. He's going to sail it towards Applegate, but it's going to be well defended. And a foul there on Midway. "27 minutes, 42 seconds remaining here in half number 2. Asbury's got a shot here, and that one's going to go off the post, and then a header follow-up will miss high. That was Peyton Artery on the original shot. And it looked like, I can't make out these numbers. Deidre Long on the follow-up, I believe. That first shot, that thing looked like that was an inch further back. This is a 2-1 game. It has just been that kind of day for Asbury. Lila Kanthachak checking in for Midway. Caroline Preston in for Asbury. I'm guessing he wants you to do the 1 minute to play, 10-second countdown. Okay. Oh, that ball lazily sailed in front of the net. And another golden chance. Not going to. Preston sailed that one wide. Maggie Higdon was coming on. They just weren't on the same page. Not gonna happen. Still a long way to go, but I overheard some of the Asbury coach's halftime speech, and he was lamenting missed opportunities. Well, at this rate, I think that will be part of the second half talk as well. Corner kick and a scrum, and that's going to be pushed back. Blocked down. Oops, we missed at halftime, but that appears to be Kaylee Thompson in goal. So that was a switch made at halftime. Sorry I missed that one. So there's been Kaylee back there. A returning senior who has seen plenty of time, both a starting and reserve role at Midway. Down to the net. Kanthachak couldn't quite track it down. Two more substitutions coming in for Midway.
Midway subs are 36 for 15, 36 for 15, and 22 for 28. 22 for 28.
Heard, thank you.
It's Adria Anderson. the game. Oh, and good news, Holly Johnston is back. Has worked at the table, so you never know with those leg injuries, so. Breakaway opportunity. Another one. This is going to be a one-on-one, and it is going to be won by Asbury. Anna Sparks. Has just made this one a whole lot more interesting. And after countless opportunities, Asbury is finally able to push one in. And just like that, this is a 2-1 ball game. No assist on that one. And now 22 minutes to go. Midway's breathing room is gone. And we got something brewing here. It's going to be another wide open shot, and this one's going to be saved by Thompson. That was Peyton Artery. Looked like she had a little more room to operate there. I think she might have rushed that one a little bit, but it was a good save by Thompson in goal. But that was still not something you want to see just mere seconds after. For giving up a goal. Has certainly been the more aggressive team offensively since Midway took that 2-0 lead midway through the first half. That's going to be a shot on goal, and it's going to be saved. Kylie Hudgens, nice spin move, got away, but found its way to Crump. Tried to thread the needle, but it gets batted away. Good move inside. Positioning Erden. That is another goal. Did not make out the number. That is number 14, Maggie Higdon. And things go from bad to worse in the span of a couple minutes.
Ran right in. 10 and 12 going in for 14 and 26. 10 and 12 for 26 and 14. And then Midway had a sub as well with 4 for 6. 4 for 6 for
A
Midway.
whole slew of substitutions here. And we have a tie ball game. Asbury truly has dominated this game for some time, and they're now finally getting some scoring going. Less than 2.5 minutes, they have scored twice, and also had another really good look. This is a momentum shift of the seismic variety. .1909 remaining. This ball has not left the Eagle side of the Midway Eagle side of the field for much of this half. Just joining us. Midway scored in the first minute. Evie Claire scored off a Haley Applegate pass. That one shot on goal. It's going to be saved by Thompson. Trying to make out that number. That is number 20. That shot by Peyton Artery. Midway added a second goal in the 28th minute. Anna Kneasley.
It still says Haley Applegate had the assist on the goal. I don't know why. Looking down at the game
Well, we don't have to add a play. We just have to edit it, which I thought I did. It's a good play, and that's going to be a foul. And we're going to get a stoppage, which is usually a good indication. We're going to have a card, and we do. It's a yellow card.
Looks like 12 is going to be taking the PK.
That's good. The card was on. What was the card on?
We're going to have a PK here. 2 Midway players were in the area, so I couldn't. We're going to have a penalty kick by Hannah Muncie.
Yellow card on number 8, Molly Spillman.
And the yellow was on Molly Spillman. Now with 17:35 to go on the clock stop, Asbury has a golden opportunity to take the lead. And they will. Hannah Muncie on the PK. And man, oh man, if that change did not give you whiplash.
All right, for Midway subs, here we go. 23 for 17, 14 for 24, 33 for 2, and 15 for 36. 23 for 17, 14 for 24, 33 for 2, and 15 for 36.
In 4 minutes and 30 seconds, a 2-0 Midway lead has turned into a 3-2 deficit. Spillman, that ball's going to be taken away. Midway is just all kinds of out of sorts right now. Throw in. Still 16:25 to go. Shot missed just wide by Carolyn Preston. Really shifted.
Asbury sub 17 for 4. 17 for 4 for Asbury. Midway sub is 16 for 4. 16 for 4.
Asbury now holds a 14-7 shot advantage. They're really within one each other. It's a corner kick here by Peyton Souter.
It's by 6.
Just kidding, that was not 16 for Midway that went in. That was number 18 for 4. 18 for 4 that went in for Midway.
Slew of subs coming in for the Eagles. To find some combination. Things have gone akimbo here. ball, 14-11 remaining. Eagles looking to stay above 500. And
Midway sub coming in at some point will be 42 for 00, 42 for 00.
good pass inside, another. And that one's loose in front of the net. That's a really good play by Holly Johnston. This Asbury attack has been relentless here in the second half. Man, they're going to have another corner kick opportunity here with Peyton Souter. And then it's going to be batted away. A lot of congestion around the net. Johnson's able to boot it away. Ball is packed in. And that one will go out of play. But it will stay on this side of the field. Under 12 minutes to go.
Another Midway sub that will go in with 42 is 2 for 21, 2 for 21.
We're going to have another breakaway opportunity here. It's 2-on-1. It's a nice pass and an offside penalty. So, looked like the right call. That was, that would have been arguably the death blow. But Midway lives to fight on. Time is running short as we are under 10.5 minutes to play here. If you've just stumbled onto us now, Asbury holding a 3-2 lead behind a 3-goal in 4.5-minute stretch here in the second half. After Midway put together a 2-0 lead at the half. And Kneasley, who has one of Midway's goals, forward, and that not going to get a good kick on that one. Freshman Madison Stapleton tried to make a play but could not get a foot on it. All kinds of subs coming in.
Alright, with 5 subs, 3 for Midway was 2 for 21, 42 for 00, 1 for 8. Again, for Midway, that is 2 for 21.
Carter Hughes, Allie Bischoff, and Anna Waters checking in for Midway.
21 for 18. Again, Bradbury, 14 for 6. 21 for 18.
Maggie Higdon and Maddie.
9:59 clock.
9:59. Little clock issue. They just added a full minute. Going from 8:59 to 9:59. Battle in front. A good opportunity by Haley Hudgens, and it just squeaks left. I couldn't quite tell if Crump got a hand on it. I think it just sailed a little bit wide.
Did she get a hand on that? Did anybody see her? It just goes wide.
And a corner kick goes in. Added away back to Maggie Sauer. Something brewing here. Hannah Muncie. Haley Johnston tries to close. And that would have been a successful field goal attempt. But alas, we are not playing the American football.
4 for 9 for Asbury.
Start the clock.
Correct.
Us. 8.5 to go. Free kick opportunity here. One is going to be corralled and saved by Thompson. As we now reach the 8-minute mark. Shot by number 21, Maddie Bayline. Sally Bischoff checking into the game. She is now trying to stop that ball. Will be on goal, and that was the off. Sailed high, bounced into play, hit the crossbar of the uprights, not the net.
We have 17 for 23.
Clock.
17 for 23, and stop the clock. And 12 for 42. 12 for 42.
Haley Applegate, Autumn Logan checking in. Haley's definitely someone you'd want on the field if you're Midway right now. Time is running out.
A, who was subbing, and B, who was winning and losing in that situation.
Good play there by Mariana Casey. Try to set something up with Evie Claire. Did not look to be on the same page as that ball was harmlessly back to the goal. Midway's offense has just not been able to get anything going here at all in the second half. Looked like a handball there. And yes or no? I don't know what they called. But either way, it is in the possession of Asbury. 6:15 remaining. Asbury has numbers again. Good play by Holly Johnston. Taking it out.
Three subs, two for Midway. First was 6 for 18 and 8 for 1. Again for Midway, that is 6 for 18 and 8 for 1. For Asbury, they had 9 for 11. 9 for 11.
Never forget.
You see the stream is still working. Got a worrisome message on my screen. But from what I've seen, it appears to still be operating. 5 minutes to go. Entering proverbial do or die territory for the Eagles, the Midway Eagles. Dual nicknames. Ball is in. Thompson gets a toe on it. That ball booted off. What a sequence. That ball hit the post. A diving save, a shot off the post, and then a ricochet. A wild sequence.
12 had the first shot that was saved. Next shot was high. It was off the crossbar by who? 6, I want to say.
Midway sub is 30 for 14. 30 for 14. Clock should be running.
Clock running, 4 minutes to go.
There's your 2 shots there, 3. I only remember 2.
Clock only stops when the winning team subs in the final 15 minutes. If we're both subbing, then the clock stops.
That last sub was 30-14, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
We're under 3.5 minutes to play. You're now under 3 minutes to go. The Applegate is going to fire one in. It's going to be saved.
Shot.
No, I wouldn't call that a shot.
You locked and ready to go? Okay. Yeah. Say 1 minute to play the second half, 1 minute just for me to repeat.
1 minute warning up there.
Yes, sir.
And then you count down from 10. We are now under 2 minutes. Chase with Evie Claire. And that'll be out of play. Asbury ball. This is not where you want the ball to be. You're facing a 1 goal difference. Midway is 100 yards away, roughly, with 1 minute to go.
There's 1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Owen, we gotta work on your announcers voice a little bit on that. More enthusiasm. I need you to speak a little bit louder into the microphone. How about that? All right, sorry.
And 38 seconds. Can easily tried to make an attack, could not get there. And that's cleared out by Asbury. And they're looking to taking the aggressive approach. And that pass sailed a little wide. 15 seconds remain. And 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And that one is going to boot, and that is going to be your ball game. Asbury scores 3 times in 4.5 minutes and rallies back for a 3-2 win over Midway. This afternoon, your recap. Midway got goals by Evie Clare in the first minute and Anna Kneasley in the 28th. Had a 2-0 lead until the 67-53 when Anna Sparks, Maggie Higdon, and Hannah Muncy all scored in that stretch. And Asbury comes in and spoils, just as Georgetown did yesterday, where the men spoils Midway's home opener. Eagles, the visiting Eagles, finished with a 20-8 shot edge. Do not have the second half stats off the top of my head first, but it was a one-shot advantage that they have. I believe it was 5-4, so my unofficial count is a 15-4 edge for Asbury. In the second half, the Eagles fall to 2-2. It's about the 300th time I've just said the Eagles, but the Midway Eagles fall to 2-2. Asbury is now 3-0-1. Midway will be back home this Sunday against another non-NAIA foe. They will take on the University of Cincinnati Claremont. And the men's team will be playing on Saturday against Kentucky Wesleyan, and then we'll host Claremont as well. I don't have the times with me. Those can be found at GoMidwayEagles.com. That'll be the end of the broadcast. Until next time, take care.